All right. Shalom. Shalom, I'm back again. As again, you're your brother Ariel from GMS Tampa Bay 12, also GMS 13 Rulership Ba. We're going to start by giving all praise, honor, and glory to our Lord Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai. Brakatah Yahweh, Brakatah Yahweh Shai, Brakatah Yahweh, Brakatah Yahweh Shai, Brakatah Yahweh, Brakatah Yahweh Shai, Brakatah Yahweh, Brakatah Yahweh Shai. Call Haloyim La Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, Racha, Quadash. Double honors to our elders and apostles at Great Millstone who rule and teach well. Salutations to the Akim out there that do push this word in truth and sincerity, week in and week out, day in and day out, without wavering and in sound doctrine. And of course, shalom to you sisters as well, too, that listen in meekness, quietness, and humbleness. And when it comes down to it, there's really only a few type of people on this earth. There's only a few type of people on this earth. Mainly, the two type is wicked, which we can describe as the so-called white man on this earth, who is Esau the Edomite. Okay, the devil the Bible speaks of, so-called white man, the devil. Okay, on this earth, destroying the planet Earth, destroying people, destroying livelihoods. That's the devil. That's the wicked on the earth. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Who's running the earth right now? The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. That's Job 9 and 24. That's what it says in the Bible. Who's running the earth right now? You got to ask yourself these questions. So you have the wicked, and then you have the righteous. Okay, it's night and day, the righteous. Who are the righteous? Who are the righteous? This is the book of, this is Psalm 15, verse 1. Lord, Yahweh, who shall abide in thy tabernacle? Who shall dwell in thy holy body, in thy holy hill? Okay, it says, Lord, Yahweh, who shall abide in thy tabernacle? Who shall dwell in thy holy hill? He that walketh uprightly and worketh righteousness and speaketh the truth in his heart. Okay, who you see doing that? Who's walking uprightly? And who's speaking the truth? It says the truth in his heart. But we understand what that really means. When the truth is given onto you, you store that in your mind, do you not? And you hold fast to that. So the one that walks uprightly, it's also walking in the truth. Who's walking in the truth right now on this earth? Who could you pick out on the people on this earth that are walking in the truth? It says, and speaketh the truth in his heart. He that backbiteth not with his tongue, nor doeth evil to his neighbor, nor taketh up a reproach against his neighbor. And when it talks about your neighbor, it's talking about one that's also in the truth with you. Okay? And we'll cut to the chase right now. The righteous is the Israelites, but not just the Israelites, the ones that are walking in the truth. Because there's like 1 billion Israelites on this planet. But the majority of them are not walking in the truth or speaking the truth and holding the truth in their heart. Most of them are just in the world. And then you got Israelites out there who know they are Israelites and know of the truth, but what are they doing? They're being rebellious and doing their own thing and not heeding to sound doctrine. And then they look at those that are in sound doctrine and that speak the truth in their mouth, and they speak evil of them. You got Israelites right now that are speaking evil of of Israelites that are actually preaching the correct doctrine. And you're going to find that correct doctrine where? You're going to find it starting with the elders and apostles at Great Millstone. That's why we give double honors to those men, because those men have taught the correct doctrine. When you see brothers out there preaching on the highways and byways, what do you think they learn from? When you see GMS on the front of their name, yeah, that's really just an indicator of where you're going to find the truth. There are other camps out there that preach the truth as well too, but ultimately you're gonna find it under the banner of Great Millstone, GMS. Those men have given up their lives to serve Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. And then you have Israelites out there that backbiting against those men, the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, that speak evil of the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Okay? It says, nor doeth evil to his neighbor, nor taketh up a reproach against his neighbor. And again, a neighbor is one that also resides in the truth. Okay, so if you consider yourself to be in the truth and you coming against what we're preaching, you're in violation of the Holy Scriptures. Now, Great Millstone will come against all the other camps out there because what? You're not abiding by the Holy Scriptures. You're doing your own thing. So you have men out here that are going to rebuke you out of what? Out of love. Because what? You're not walking in the path of righteousness. You're walking a fine line between righteous and wicked. And what's ultimately going to end up happening to you is utter destruction. Verse 4, in whose eyes a vile person is condemned, but he honoreth them that fear the Lord. He that sweareth to his own hurt and changeth not, he that putteth not out his money to usury, nor taketh reward against the innocent, he that doeth these things shall never be moved. So we're talking about what? Walking in righteousness. So basically what? You're not looking at your neighbor, the man that's right next to you that preaches the same, that walks in the same footsteps as you, the same doctrine as you, all right, that believes in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. You're not looking at him as a vile person or an evil person, okay? You're not charging usury to a person, to that man. Everybody's in the same doctrine when we're all under one accord. The Lord's not going to move you. He's not going to guide you off that path of righteousness. He's going to make sure that he's going to direct your steps to stay on that path of righteousness. So ultimately, it's going to what? Lead to your salvation. Because what? We've been through it already. We've all been through it already. We've been through the hell. We've been through the pain. Okay, on this earth. But for incarnation after incarnation, generation after generation, we've been through the hell. So we know. We're very aware of our shortcomings and why we're in the position that we're in. We understand that. Now it's time to what? Now it's time to walk on that path. Because what's going to end up happening is if we steer off that path, then the Lord's going to forsake us. But if you're walking in that path of righteousness, the Lord will never forsake you. The Lord will never forsake you. He's going to keep you right. He's going to make sure that you have everything that you need to get through this life. But once you start losing faith, that's when bad things start happening. And no man on this earth is going to be able to save you. So that's why we gotta what? We can't forget the ultimate goal of what we're doing. Okay, we out here, we pushing the word, we on the highways and byways. All right, great. Okay, but we're doing it for a reason, and we don't want the Lord to ever forget our works. We put these videos up. We're not putting them up because some other man told us to do it. No, we're putting them up because we ultimately want to see the elect be saved. We want to see you brothers make it. Because once you brothers are sealed through the Spirit, we can get out of here. This can be over. All this dumb stuff that we're involved in, all this work and this pain, this sickness, it's going to be all over. But there's work to be done. And you can put in all this work, but once you start falling off the path of righteousness, then guess what? The Lord ain't going to remember your works. It's going to be null and void. So we want the Lord to remember what we're doing out here because we're doing it for a righteous cause. So I want to get this real quick in the book of Nehemiah, chapter 13, Verse 14. Remember me, O my power, concerning this, and wipe not out my good deeds that I have done for the house of my power and for the offices thereof. Because we want the Lord to understand that what we're doing it in sincerity. We're not doing it to please man. We're doing this to please the Lord. So I'll read it again. Nehemiah 13 and 14. Remember me, O my power, concerning this, and wipe not out my good deeds that I have done for the house of my power. So we don't want the Lord to wipe away the good deeds that we've done in the name of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. That's the last thing we're looking for. We want the Lord to remember everything we've done. And concerning righteousness. Concerning wickedness, we want him to forget that. But concerning this, the righteous deeds, we want him to remember this forever. All the way up until the end. So that what? We could gain our reward. Brothers, do it. Expect a reward. That's why we're doing this. We expect a reward. We expect salvation and rulership next to Yahweh Shai. But you think you're gonna get that if you on a fence about this and you're doing wicked deeds behind the backs of your brethren? Oh, much worse in front of your brothers. You got people in this truth that just don't know how to act. Think the Lord's gonna save them? No, the Lord's gonna end up destroying people. He's gonna sift you out of this truth and you're gonna end up dying. And we want to see brothers get saved. But if you gotta die, then so be it. The hell with the wicked. This is for the righteous. I don't got my apocrypha on me. But in the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 9, it says, worry not how the unrighteous shall be punished, but rather how the righteous shall be saved. You know, quoting it the best I can. We're not concerned about you unrighteous people. We're concerned only about the righteous, the good. All right, the ones that are trying to be good, as our Father is in heaven. You know, the hell with everybody else. This is for the righteous. So we consider ourselves to be righteous, or at least walking on the path of righteousness, because none of us here are really righteous. Our spirits may be righteous, but indeed, we've done so many wicked things on this earth. I can't consider myself righteous, but hey, I'm trying to walk on the path of righteousness, and Lord willing, the Lord will remember my righteous deeds while I am here. That's why we got to deal with our neighbors correctly. You got brothers in your camp, you deal with them as kings. You meet other brothers in different camps, you know, as long as they're preaching the correct doctrine, you treat them as kings and as royalty. That's how we're doing this. That's how we're doing this going forward. When you see your brother, man, that's a God, that's a king. Okay? And you treat him as you want to be treated. That's royalty. Everybody else in this world, yeah, we gotta be cordial to people on this planet, you know. But when it comes to the brethren, your neighbor, okay? Your neighbor, that's a different animal right there. We walk in righteousness when we in the world as well too. Don't get it twisted. So when you come across these heathen, they look at us like there's something about that man. I don't know what it is about him, but I like him. It's a mysterious aura about him. I can't get through to him. I wanna pry into his head a little bit more, but he won't let me in. There's something I want to know more about him. And he's so nice, he's so good and proper. That's how they look at us in the world. But they can't really they can't really home in on what we're doing. They want to, but they can't. Because we're on a higher frequency than these people on the earth. So the Lord is dealing with certain people on this planet. You got to keep that in mind. The Lord is dealing with people on this planet. The one you call God, he is dealing with certain people on this planet. You gotta hope and pray that you're one of those people that he's dealing with. You gotta have confidence that you're one of those people that he's dealing with. And with that confidence, then you're going to continue to serve Yahweh Bashem Yahushai and do your best to wake up his sheep. Excuse me, sorry. I'll call for. Let's end it with this. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 54, verse 7. For a small moment have I forsaken thee. This is the Lord. Okay? He says, for a small moment I have forsaken thee, but with great mercies will I gather thee. So for that small moment, yes, we were forsaken by the Heavenly Father. But now we're in these latter days. Can't you see what's going on out here? Can't you see when you look to your left and you look to your right that the men of the Lord are being risen up? That there is a great awakening going on? And you are a part of it? You can see that. So the Lord has not utterly forsaken us. Because what? We're still here. Serving the Lord. After all slavery, you know, come on, bro. You're still here? Our lineage still stands. Our bloodline is still standing strong on this earth. In 2000, whatever the hell it is, 19? The year Karagma? You know this is the year of the mark of the beast? You know how close we are to the end? They're gonna start implementing this mark of the beast soon. And if you're not fully persuaded in your own mind that this is the truth, what's gonna end up happening is you're gonna lose all patience, and you're just gonna take faith and patience. You're gonna end up taking that mark of the beast. And if you don't know, the mark of the beast is the RFID microchip that they're gonna implant. They're gonna implant in your hand, or even in your forehead, in your brain. You don't believe me? Look it up on the internet. This is where we're at, the year 2019. This is the end. Back in Isaiah 54, verse 7, for a small moment have I forsaken thee, but with great mercies will I gather thee. So the mercies of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, he's gathering his elect together. And yes, the elect is on the earth. There's many of the elect on the earth right now. Some have passed into the spirit world, but there's a good chunk of those men on the earth today. And some of them have not woken up yet. So there's work to be done. And the Lord is gathering his elect through the word, his word. And who is preaching his word? Who is doing the will of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai? There's a small group of people on this earth doing the work of God. Verse 8, in a little wrath I hid my face from thee for a moment. But with everlasting kindness will I have mercy on thee, saith the Lord Yahweh thy Redeemer. Let's read it again. Verse 8, Isaiah 54 and 8. In a little wrath I hid my face from thee for a moment. Okay, we're talking about a little wrath. The things that Jake went through on this earth, when I say Jake, I'm talking about the sons of Jacob, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You are the Israelites. For a small moment, the Lord hid his face from us. It was a little wrath. Little wrath. Slavery. Come on, bro. Over and over again. Utter destruction. Native American Indians were almost completely wiped out. Tainos were almost completely wiped out. But they're still here. It says, in a little wrath I hid my face from thee for a moment, but with everlasting kindness I have mercy on thee, saith the Lord Yahweh thy Redeemer. Okay? So with everlasting kindness he'll have mercy on us. The Israelites, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans on this earth. Specifically you that are believing and doing the work of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Most importantly, you got to believe. You got to believe this to be true. If you do, then there's a good chance that you can be saved. But if you believe and you're doing the works, because you believe and you have faith in Yahweh Shem Yahshai and fear, true, utter fear of Yahweh Shem Yahshai, then there's a great chance that you'll be saved. Everlasting mercy. Yeah, a little wrath, but everlasting mercy. A little wrath, but everlasting mercy, yo. Verse 9, for this is as the waters of Noah unto me, for as I have sworn that the waters of Noah should no more go over the earth, because he did after the flood went down. He made the sign of the rainbow, which is basically a token saying that, you know what, that's a sign saying that I'm not gonna flood the earth like I did. That was ugly. He killed almost everybody on the planet Earth except for those 8 people, 4 men, 4 women. And out of that line, brothers came out of that. The righteous line was still intact. So the Lord said he's not going to do that no more. He's not going to flood the earth like that ever again. So it says, For as I have sworn that the waters of Noah should no more go over the earth, so have I sworn that I would not be wroth with thee, nor rebuke thee. Okay? So the Lord's not going to do that to us. He's going to have mercy on us. Those out there pushing the word in truth and sincerity, working for Yahweh Shem Yahshai, you're in good hands. You have nothing to worry about. But those out there who are just willy-nilly out in the world, you're going to see what's going to happen to you. When that day comes and the mark of the beast has been implemented on the 4 corners of the earth, and the next thing is nuclear destruction, you can't come crying to us, because the prophets will not be on the highways and byways anymore. You can't come crying to us, asking questions. Now is the time to get this word. Check your spirit. Check your spirit. Are you really in this thing? Are you playing with it? Are you playing with it? Because a lot of people out there playing with it. They're not really serious about pleasing the Lord. They're more serious about their day-to-day life. I'm probably just going to end it there. Because the righteous, okay? Going back in on the righteous. Like I was saying in Psalm 15. A lot of you people out there, you're going to have to learn the hard way. A lot of you going to have to learn the hard way, bro. Because it said, well, he that walketh uprightly and worketh righteousness and speaketh the truth in his heart. Those are the men of great millstone. Starting with the elders and apostles. The righteous, okay? And there's other people out there in other camps as well too, doing the same thing as great millstone. Falling in order. Those men will be saved. Will I be saved? I believe I will, but I don't know. The Lord could bug me out tonight. I can upload this video, and after that I can bug out. So we gotta ask the Lord to continue to work with us. Continue to work with not just yourself, but work with the brothers, so they can continue to push this word out. Ask the Lord to continue to increase us in knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Faith, patience, discernment, spirit. Let's get out of here, y'all. Pray for your brothers. Pray for the righteous. Pray for the elect. With that, I say shalom.